back to the channel, and to all my LTR family, we back at it again with another video. And I apologize for my short absence, but we are back like crack in the 80s. Hold up. Let me take that back. Don't do drugs, y'all. Okay, I want y'all to be focused while watching these videos. So, anyways, today we are unboxing something that's been generating a lot of buzz in the home server and NAS world. Right? It is the UGREEN NASync, and this model is the DXP2800, the entry level, the smaller brother of the bunch. But it's not just the DXP2800 making the buzz. It's most likely the entire lineup, and especially the DXP4800 Plus, which I do personally own. So this model is for a client of mine that I'm going to set up for her personal backup. She just mostly want to back up her files and her pictures and stuff like that. So the good thing is I do own the 4800 Plus, and I want the opportunity to compare the two together. So it's not a review, an in-depth review of this NAS whatsoever. The review will be on mine, on the DXP4800 Plus, which I've owned about a year now. So, but this is just a quick comparison in case you want to save some money and just buy the DXP2800. Because so let's talk about it. So this is the entry into the NAS market, right? It is designed for people who want an affordable yet powerful way to manage their storage, all right, and their backups. And you can create, if you want to create a little Plex server or Jellyfin, whatever floats your boat. But so since UGREEN has a variety of NASs, I feel like it's a good opportunity for us to kind of, do a contrast, compare those two NASs and see if you were in the market for a NAS, which way you'd be looking, right? So, like I said, we'll be doing some side-by-side comparison to help you decide which one fits your needs best. All right? Well, let's get to it. All right, where's Rufus? Okay, we need Rufus right now. All right, so by the way, this is Rufus, guys. Rufus I cut up in more boxes than you can ever imagine. Okay, it was an Amazon buy from I don't know, about 10 years ago. Was it Tac something it's called? I don't know. Yeah, Tac Force. Good way to name your fake butterfly knife. But real quick, big disclaimer. Okay, these units, speaking of this brand new 2800 and my 4800 Plus, were purchased. So there's no sponsored here. Okay, let's clarify this because there are a ton of sponsored UGREEN NAS videos out there. It seems like everybody and their mama got one. So everybody got a review unit, and again, whatever they say, that's their own. But I purchased my own out of my own money. She purchased this out of her own money. Okay, so, but again, like I said, this unit is for a client who looking to back up her pictures and file, and that's just why I recommended this for her, right? Because towards the end we'll kind of talk about this, like which way you need to go, because we're gonna mention some pricing and you're gonna be shocked. So go ahead and hide your wallet for the meantime. So again, this is gonna be just an unboxing of the DXP2800 and a quick comparison to the bigger brother, the DXP4800 Plus. All right. So right out the gate, UGREEN kept the packaging simple and very minimal. Right. You got this nice brown box. So we're going to put it in a little handle, and so it is a box within a box. All right. So we're gonna cut this bad boy open. All right. Let's see. Pretty nice. Very, like I said, I've when I opened mine, I never did an unboxing, unfortunately, of mine because so many people were unboxing it. So I was like, nah, no need for that. And I wish I did because I was so impressed with the presentation. So you can see it's a box in the box. It looks like this side is just a filler. Oh yeah, yep, so nothing in there. So get rid of this. All right, and now we got this. So let's take a quick look at the box first before I cut it open. So we got some warning here and a couple of information on there. So this is like I mentioned, this is a NASync DXP2800. It's a 2-bay NAS. And so this is the side. And this is the back. As you can see, you got a good view of what the unit is looking like, right? And give you some info right here. And then we're gonna look at this side. All right, a couple marketing pictures. All right, let's get into it. So I don't think we need to cut this open. I probably can. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Peel it off. Okay. All right. Like I said, guys, very, very nice unboxing. The presentation that UGREEN, you can see they really put a lot of effort into this. Okay, so quick, while we're doing this unboxing, let me take the accessory. So we have an accessory box, which let's go ahead and find out what's in there first. Okay, so like I said, very nice, very minimal and simple package. And okay, let's see. Okay, we got a little bag of screws, and in here, all right, so we have our Ethernet cable. All right, so in here, I'll open it for you guys to see. This is the key to lock the bays. Should come with 2. All right, side, and this is our power cord. Man, everything is nice and neat, but all right, and should have a power brick in here. Okay, nothing else in the box. What is this? Oh yeah, we have a little mini screwdriver. Thank you, UGREEN. It's very thoughtful. And this should be our power brick. So this NAS is powered by a Intel quad-core processor. So it's a 12-gen Intel N900 processor with 4 cores and 4 threads, right? And some of the highlight, you got 2.5 gigabit LAN in the back. Okay, you got upgradable memory. I think it comes with 8 gigabyte of DDR5. Can only go up to 16, unfortunately. Unlike the bigger brothers, I can go up to 64. Oh, what's in this? By the way, it's just like I haven't come across any literature, right? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, that's there you go. I feel like I was missing something. Okay, so this is our manual and warranty card. Wow, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2-year warranty that UGREEN will give you when you purchase their NAS. So let me get rid of this box, actually pretty much everything here. I do not need them anymore. That way we can focus on the NAS itself. All right, get this out the way. All right. So, okay. Let's take a look at this beauty. By the way, just like the bigger brother, how usually most NAS has this trend of very boxy and that black plastic enclosure. Not here, not here. This feels so good. Oh, well, okay. I was gonna get into that, man. Why are you in a hurry? All right. Well, since we got there, so this is the, as you can see, it says the magnetic dust mesh filter for a fin right here. And also, again, this is your 2.5 gig. You got the barrel jack for power, which I think it's a 12 volt power, and it's a 19 volt for the bigger brother. And we got two USB. I can't talk. Sorry, two USB 2s right here. Oh, I forgot. You also have the little reset pin hole over there, and this is USB-A. I think this is 5 gigabit per second, and then you have HDMI that can do 4K. Not sure why would you ever use that, but it's there just in case you need it. Okay. All right, I'll flip it to the front. See what we're working with. All right, so front you got obviously your two base 1 and 2. You have your power button. So you have your LED indicator lights. Then you have USB-C and another USB-A, which both can do 10 gigabit per second. Okay. So again, pretty clean, very modern design, very compact, kind of, I'm not gonna say cube shape, more like a rectangular. You can see, rectangular shape we got here. So, and we got like kind of a matte finish, I should say, but very premium. So it will fit nicely on the shelf, even sitting on your desk, right? Like very clean aesthetic, just chirping away on your desk. So, all right. So let's check out the drive bay. So they are toolless. You just right on the bottom there. All right. See where it says press. You push this, and you can open and close this tab. Okay, so pretty cool. And the second one, again, when I mentioned about the keys, this is where you can go ahead and lock. If you somewhere that can share household or whatever, you don't want nobody going to mess around with your drives. So this can house 3.5 and 2.5 inch drives. So, and again, you can only go one way. All right. So, all right. I think there's a quick thing I want to mention here. Okay. Inside here, right? Because if you look at on the bottom, okay. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's find out what's in the bottom, because which I'll show you guys when I pull out mine. You can see there's two M.2 slots right in here. Okay, so it's literally right housed in the same area as the drive bays, which is very interesting because, as you will see on the bigger brother, it's a totally different layout. So I'm assuming this is where you upgrade the RAM. Let's find out. Yeah, Absolutely. So what do we have? Is it? Oh yeah, so just one. Yeah, okay, so this is your 8 GB memory, DDR5, and you can easily upgrade this one to a 16 gig if you need a little bit more oomph, right? Or you want to run some VMs or spin some Docker containers. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so we can put the screw back. Like I said, pretty nice little unit. All right, so as you can see, this is how you upgrade your RAM. And again, you can use those as cache. That be your best way. Or if you really need that extra storage, they can each take up to 8 TB SSDs. Okay, so put these back in. Can't go wrong with the numbers. Number 2, lock it in. Number 1, lock it in. Okay, so like I mentioned before, spec wise, the DXP2800 comes with a 12 gen Intel Celeron N100 quad core CPU with 4 cores and 4 threads. It is part of the x86 architecture. And again, like we just looked, we have 8 GB of DDR5 RAM, which is plenty for file sharing, backups, Plex streaming, all light virtualization. Don't go crazy. Okay, with 8 GB of RAM and with an N100 CPU, don't do too much now. Okay, so all right, not enough babbling about the little brother. Let's bring out the big boy. Okay, and it's right there waiting for it. Oh, it's time to shine. All right, it's a little heavy because it has 4 drive inside of it. I have to turn it off so I can put it on the show. All right, as you can see, it's been chirping away for a good minute. I just cleaned it up too long ago, but so yeah, gotta give it some TLC from time to time. As you can see, very dusty, very dusty. I don't know if this this mesh is doing any catching anything now, but because look at this, literally all around this grill we got we have dust all over the place. Okay, so as you can see in the back, let me flip this. All right. Oh, I just realized that this is also shorter. Interesting. As you can see, got about a couple inches sticking out there. Okay. And the back, so a back IO look almost identical, except for we have an additional 10 gigabit networking in the back. So by the way, this is the DXP4800 Plus. There's also a DXP4800, which look identical to this, except it has 2 2.5 gig LAN and no 10 gig, right? So this is 1 2.5 and 1 10 gigabit, okay? So this is why you pay the extra money, which we'll find out later on how much this will cost you. Also, on the bottom of this, you have a bigger bay, which we're going to find out what's hiding in it. Okay. So we did notice on the smaller brother, we had just the RAM. Voila. So in this bad boy, we have 2 slots for RAM. So I did upgrade this. This came with one slot. One stick of RAM, SODIMM, which was the 8 gigabyte DDR5. I purchased an identical one and added to give it 16 gig. I have 2 Crucial P1 1 terabyte for my cache. And this is it. This is very simple, very neat. That's the bottom of the big brother. Put this back. You can explore more. Oh, because I did not mention that on the back IO, except for that 10 gig, the USBs are the same, right? The two USB 2.0 and then the USB-A at 5 gigabit per second. All right, so we got that done. Move this out the way a little bit. Okay, we're gonna flip to the front of this bad boy. Okay, so again, same thing except for we have now 2 additional bay. Pop one open, you guys to see. Like I said, these do have drives in them. This is a what is this? A 3 terabyte. So I think I have 2 4 terabyte, 2 4 and 2 3 terabytes, if I'm not mistaken. So again, this is unsponsored. This is a little Facebook Marketplace purchases here. I already had a drive that already fell on me. But again, when you're buying refurbished drives, this is why it's important to take care of your RAID configuration. And also, this is not, don't rely on solely just one device for your backup. Follow the 3-2-1 methods and have multiple backup of your data, okay? Because you're gonna be very sorry when this thing go kaboom and you have no other backup of your data. So front configuration, pretty much the same. We got a power button. You have big difference here. We have an SD card for easy and fast data transfer. Okay, so also while we're talking about this, the big brother, what's powering this is also a 12 gen Intel Pentium Gold processor, 8505, which has 5 cores and 6 threads. Very unusual, very kind of weird number. I've never come across that before. All right, so it comes with the same, like I mentioned, the same 8 gigabyte DDR5, which is expandable to 64 gigabyte instead of 16 on the 2800. Okay, so which kind of really helps you run a bit more heavier apps, VMs, and multiple Docker containers. One last thing to note is the system disk that's inside both of these units. So the 2800 has a eMMC with 32 gigabyte of flash memory, while the DXP4800 Plus has an SSD with 128 gigabyte of flash memory capacity, which is a huge upgrade. Okay, so like I said, the DXP4800 Plus adds 2 extra bays with pretty much the same USB configuration as a little brother, and with the addition of the SD card that's right up front for quick access and quick data transfer. And again, in the back, the only big difference is we have the 1 2.5 and 1 10 gigabit networking. Okay, so and then again we got I think the fans. Well, obviously it's just different size fans in the back. Don't know. So this looking like a 140. Maybe hold on, 140 or 120. Let me grab a 120 fan. Let's see. Okay, definitely one. Okay, so that's a 120. So this probably a 92 or 80 millimeter, I guess. Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that. How do we call it if they've ever mentioned the numbers on here? So again, those are hot swappable bays, right, on both of these units. Okay, and all right, so question. So who each of these NAS are for? Okay, so All right, first let's take the DXP2800, right? Let's talk about pricing. This is priced at the current moment $296.99, right? And again, this is perfect if you're looking for a reliable home NAS, right, with a photo and video backup, photo and video backup system, or a personal Plex server without breaking the bank. I don't know about that, but again, this $300, a little steep. So now the big boy, which again, this is the Plus, not the regular for the XP4800, which I think it's in about, the regular 4800 is about like $4 something. I think it's about $100 cheaper than this. This is priced at $594.99, which is almost double the price of the 2800, right? But the question is, do you get double the NAS, right? Is 2 extra bays, an SD card, and more memory, a faster processor, and 10 gigabit networking gives you pretty much warrant double the price. I don't know. You can figure that out for your needs. But hey, if you think so, drop a comment down below. Let me know. By the way, let me know if you're running a NAS. Let me know what NAS you're running. Are you a Synology person? Are you QNAP? What are those well-established brand? And again, on my follow-up video of this review, I'll talk a little bit more about why I made this choice, right? I'm a home labber, right? I've been running true NAS with my home lab, but then I had to decommission my home lab, unfortunately, due to noise and power consumption. So, and I getting Kickstarter and I purchased this. Don't regret this, to tell you the truth. It's been a year and it's been chopping away pretty good. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the unboxing of the UGREEN NAS DXP4800. Again, this is just a quick comparison of the two units. Again, a full video of this one is coming soon. So again, out of the box, looks like a solid option for anyone looking to set up a centralized storage at home, to back up files, or even run a Plex server for movies and TV shows. So, and in my upcoming video, again, we'll make a review of this. Plus, we're gonna test in the performance, and we're gonna be looking in depth at the UGREEN Pro software, because NAS is nothing without the software that runs it. Okay, so and again, we're gonna see how it stacks up against more established NAS. Not sure how I'm gonna make that comparison. Like I said, I don't own any other. This is my first personal NAS. I mean, consumer. It's not. Probably will be my last, by the way. So let me put this out there. So if you're interested in this upcoming video, and if you like what you just watched, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. Thank you for watching, and LTR family, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Hello everyone. All right, during the editing of this video, I have noticed that I did not mention one very important spec of the NAS, and because it's a 2-bay NAS, I just want you to know that you can only configure JBOD, RAID 0, or RAID 1. So technically not the best of the RAIDs, but due to the drive capacity, due to the bay capacity, sorry, you are very limited, because the other RAIDs requires more than 2 drives for you to enable them, and so unfortunately you stuck. So most likely RAID 1 is probably what most people will be going for, I'm assuming, because it's just a mirror, right? So you can lose one of your drive and still get your data, right, reconstructed once you replace that drive. But in the catastrophic failure of both drives, yeah, you pretty much screwed. So, but again, for a home setting like my client is doing, I don't see that happening, especially if you're buying brand new drives. So this is here, while I'm talking, this is just the overview of the UGO's Pro software. All right, even though I'll be in detail, a lot more detail when I make the video reviewing my NAS, but just give you an idea what you have. This is brand new, the Vault. If you want to go ahead and protect your stuff, include certain files in there. So, but I'm assuming you should protect wherever you're accessing this should be protected in the first place. Okay, whether it's your computer, your phone, wherever it is. Okay. Again, I'll go more in depth with the different application you see here. Like you got your Dockers. If you're a home labber, you should know Docker containers. I'm running one container in here. It should be running here. As a matter of fact, where is it at? Oh yeah, Home Assistant. There, I was looking for it. I had to reset this. I don't know why everything is just up and running again. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them off because a lot of them takes so many resources, and I don't like that. Like you can see, like Jellyfin is taking 18%, and I'm not even using it. So I'll turn it off. Well, yeah. But okay. Disable successful. Somebody's trying to call me, of course. All right. But yeah. So let's just give you an idea. I'm turning everything off while we're here. I'm leaving just some assistant. So you can run certain things. So this is the 4800 Plus. Okay. So you can run certain things, but like I said, I don't recommend because they take so many resources. Yeah. So again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on here. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, talk about more. So I just wanted to mention regarding the Bay and regarding the RAID. I feel like it was important and there was oversight from my side. All right. So thank you very much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.